It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Downing. That is caught left side by Bryant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Off play action. Downing. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Downing.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Downing's pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown, Indiana.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
39.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Now Murray again to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Downing. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Downing. And that's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
By number 39. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for number 82.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 62 yards. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
7.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
He was brought
consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Downing. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Colts 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On play action, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Downing. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The quarterback is sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Out left side here to Bryant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Downing. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Colts first down.
From the gun, Downing. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Downing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down. Justin Rohrwasser.
So we reach halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
48. Colts 10.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Murray from midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Medina. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Colts 31.
And to give this time to the tailback. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Downing. Throw right side taken in by the tight end, Bryant. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Colts.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's what mine.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback is A loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
The ball carried
and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
What's the deal, y'all?
To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Bryant with a catch right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun. Downing. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, exactly.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Downing. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Rohrwasser now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Murray with a third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. On first down. Downing. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those